first day, but he's about 100 yards away, just sitting here looking at us. But it sure would have been an easy shot. You gonna pass, Brent? Yeah, we're gonna pass for today. First day. Day two. Yeah, it's been raining all morning. Went for like an hour boat ride. And rain just stopped. We're starting to calm. We saw a small bull by camp this morning. So far, we've seen 2 small bulls. Now we're waiting for the big one. Yeah, we just saw came out right after we called. He was still about maybe 50, 55 inch. So we're gonna pass on this bull, but we're pretty excited. Came just 40 yards. Hi, welcome to day 3. It's beautiful Alaska morning. We've seen a lot of sign. Slept good last night. Probably the best we've ever slept in hunting camp. Yeah, it's been a good time. It's interesting because the more you're out here, the more you realize how hurried your life is. So kind of fun just to do nothing and let your mind take a break. Well, it's afternoon of day 3, and we might have just seen our first shooter moose. It was definitely the largest, but couldn't even get glass on it. He disappeared. We bumped him at about 200 yards. So we're gonna go keep trying to find the big one. It's day 7. Had a depressing day 6 and morning 7. Yeah, came over here midday and heard this scraping, and I don't know, what was he, 70 yards. Just took one shot, and he went down. Biggest bull we've seen by far. Man, it's day 7 and 9. I was getting nervous, and he's down. Pumped. All right, I'm walking up on him. Let's check him out. He's a beauty. So we got out of the boat, came up within 3 minutes in this field where we sat on day 2, day 7. The there was a cow and a little dinky bull walking through the field. Maybe the one that Sean and I saw yesterday. So he came up here. We were right over there. We scraped in the middle of this, probably a couple hundred yards away, just bad rain. And so then the little one,
I was probably watching that.
maybe. So the little one and the cow left. And so we came up and just started raking. And pretty soon we're like, he's getting closer. So we were right over behind that tree, 87 yards away. And so we were raking and he started getting louder and louder. And I just put my gun up on a little willow stick, dialed it all the way back because it was only 87 yards. And sure enough, he came around and he didn't even have a chance to count brow tines, but he just said, Sean just said,
he's wide enough.
He's wide enough. So we basically appeared and waited, and he said, if he takes a step forward, let's go. Came out of the willows. There's a little bit of trees that kind of shot through. Shot him. Stood there for about 30 seconds. Tipped over dead.
One shot.
Yeah,
nice.
It was awesome.
Nice. That's so awesome.
So, super cool.
Wow, look at that one's like all, they're so different.
Yeah.
Like this one's all flat and then this one's all
14 by
cupped.
13. This has got huge, you know, huge brow tines on it, 4 by 2.
So you guys been asking me this whole time if I smelled moose. Now I know what moose smells like.
Don't rub them up too much.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It is last day of season today, Friday. Last night I got the opportunity at a beautiful bull, about 475 yards. Didn't really realize that he was standing in a huge puddle of water.
Not puddle, it's a lake.
A lake.
So we're now getting our legs wet.
Yeah, I'm up to my knees in water. Don't know why I have my rifle still, but
Oh my gosh.
I gotta go see this bull because I've been waiting 8 whole days to shoot one, and I had a great opportunity, and I'm just super excited.
Oh my gosh, Brenda's getting deep. Oh, my
getting
feet are
deeper.
cold. It's gonna be a long night.
He had about 4 cows and 2 calves with him. We shot at 450 yards and had to shoot him 3 times, but for the distance I was glad I made some good shots. And he's down out here. Last night we had to drag him through the water, probably about 100 feet. It was a great adventure. I wouldn't have it any other way, even though it sucked at the time. Yeah, and so today we're gonna try to winch him as close to the dry ground as we can and preserve as much of the meat as we can. Yeah, it was a hunt of a lifetime, a moose of a lifetime, and I'm really grateful. So I got an incredibly good moose. He's underwater. This is Alaska. It's very wet here. So it's going to be a long night, but we're super excited.
Okay, I'm gonna take pictures. My legs are cold.
Bye.
One, two, three. Hold on, mine's 62 and an 8, so make sure it's an 8 smaller.
Nope. Make sure it's bigger.
Watch the horns.
And that's how he was in the water.
There we go. Tagged.
So as I'm packing this moose out, I got a lot of time to think about this hunt. And I have been all week. You know, when you sit out and just sit there for 8 hours and listen and it's quiet. There was a few days that Adam was off with Sean and I was with Trevor. So a lot of quiet moments. There's this one moment that was really cold and we were in this place. There's lots of different trees. And I remember looking out and I could scan the field and I could watch the leaves drop. And you gotta be pretty still to like watch leaves drop. And I just felt like I was watching the seasons pass and thinking about my life and the different seasons I've had. Some really good ones and some harder ones. And it's just reminding me of what a beautiful season I'm in at the moment. Just able to spend so much time with Adam, to really like put my faith in action and get over some fears and like really do some things that are hard and out of my comfort zone. Last night was like a total like climax of that because I was shooting farther than I was comfortable. Definitely not in the greatest situation, but had this wonderful opportunity in front of me. And as we walked into the farm last night, it was just like, okay, let's do something amazing. And then I got the opportunity to do something amazing. So the week's just been amazing and just really cool to do it with Adam. He goes on these grand adventures more than I do. And this one is one I'll just never forget. It's funny because I don't think I got into hunting because I loved it. I got into hunting because Adam loves it. And I think like when you're soulmate with someone, you love something because they love it. And then you grow to love it more because you know how wonderful it makes that other person feel that you're doing alongside of them. So the last 5 years have been that journey, and there's moments where I don't love it. But this whole week I really loved hunting. Like even if, and yesterday and the day before went through my mind, even if I didn't tag a moose, this was like the most amazing week. Just in the beauty of Alaska, the quiet, the like stilling of my mind, and just being still, being aware of everything around me. It's just a blessing from God. And then to come out with two bulls that are like, we can't tell which one's bigger. I think they scored exactly the same. And it's just a blessing from the Lord. I put on my gun, faith, courage, gratitude. And I picked those words because they really mean a lot to me. Like faith is that God has every minute of your life planned and nothing's by accident. And to be confident in that. And then courage, because it takes a lot of courage for me to come out in a hard place, whether that's I don't have my creature comforts, or I am scared of bears, or I have the what ifs running through my mind. I think most women don't hunt because of fear. And so courage, and it's a limiting factor for me as well. And so courage is a really, really special word to me that I have to have in order to do this. And the last one is gratitude. Gratitude for the harvest, of course. Gratitude for the meat, gratitude for the trophy. But most of all, just gratitude for the opportunity to feel like really alive. There's nowhere else I've ever felt more alive than when I'm hunting. And the cold wind sitting in my face, and you're breathing in, or you're packing out an animal. There's like nothing more alive than this. And so this hunt is faith, courage, and gratitude.